What happens to my property when I sign an employment-related settlement agreement? I'm Richard Hiron, also known as the Hironator, and I'm an employment law solicitor. Now, this is quite a rare question in relation to settlement agreements because typically an employee might take their employer on faith as returning all of their property to them during this process. However, that's not necessarily a given, and if something is not written into a settlement agreement, then it's not technically binding. Therefore, why wouldn't you want to have something in there to protect your property because you have invested, most likely, in your property? So there are two things that you could possibly do in this situation. The first one is to ask the employer to actually insert something into the settlement agreement and for them to say yes as long as it is agreed. The second option is to ask the question anyway, and they can only say no, can't they? But at least that way you know where you stand. So typically in these sorts of situations, the employer will be reasonable and give you time to get your belongings, even if there's nothing written into the settlement agreement. But you can never really know that that will definitely happen. So if in doubt, as always, ask. I hope that's answered the question. In the meantime, if you're finding a settlement agreement hard, bring it to Richard.